Alright folks, it's Wednesday morning. I got a day between funerals here, so I came down to Walton. Been here about, 15 minutes. And we got a southbound coming here on the rat hole. They got some work going on. He's not moving real fast. He's got to go through a work zone here. I think, yeah, he's moving. And I believe there's a possibility there's one over here on the CSX tracks as well, but I'm not 100% certain of that. I hear them talking, but I don't know if it's a train or a high railer. Yeah, he's moving kind of slow. This is, if I heard right, this is NS 143, which is a manifest train. It goes to Atlanta, Georgia, from Elkhart, Indiana, I believe. Yeah, he's moving pretty good. All right, it's a good way to start. Hopefully we got one coming here on CSX. I want to thank everybody for your well wishes and kind words through all this funeral stuff I've been going through. I did find out at the funeral I went to on Monday that another man I worked with, who was our head of engineering, who was 89 years old, passed away up in Michigan. So in basically a 2-week period, there was 5 people I knew that passed away, and for me that's just unbelievable. But I sure appreciate all the kind words and understanding through this, and we'll get back to normal here real soon. But anyway, I'm gonna hang around here and see what happens. Okay, here we go. Got us southbound on the rat hole. Looks like a mixed manifest. Try to keep my eye on the CSX tracks. I think the local's getting close. Rumble time. Another good one. I'm gonna get back over here because I think the CSX is getting close. So hang around, we'll see what happens. I told you he was close. 5 minutes since the last train. L411. Again local. Boy, he's short today. He was usually longer than that, but you'll have days like that. Okay, hoping there's one on NS.
CSX equipment defect detector. Milepost 89er.0. No defects. No defects. Total axle 148. Train length 1930. End of transmission.
Guy to southbound. Thought I heard something. I was sitting in my car looking up what that flashing red signal meant, or yellow signal, I'm sorry. Means he's got to stop at the next signal. I knew it was something like that, but I don't see it that often, so I had to look it up. Oh, so we left the lid open. running them a little slow today. Must be because of the cold. Must slow them down. Maybe it has something to do with the cold weather and the rails are brittle or something. I don't know. Just throwing it out there. But anyway, I'll get back in the car and wait for the next one. Like I said, it's 5 degrees out here, and supposedly it's going to start warming up in the next day or so, which I hope. But yep, there's the Gaines house. I bet it's cold in there today. All right, after sitting here for over 2 hours, finally got a northbound coming here, and it's a whopping 8 degrees now. Looks like we might have a grain train here on the rat hole. Timmy! Did hear him say something on the radio about slow orders, so I gotta believe it has something to do with the temperature. I did see a high railer go up through here earlier. Empty grain train. I want to say this is something like 55G. I'm thinking that's the number for this train. Oh, there's Timmy again. All right, there he goes. Well, I'm going to hang out here another hour or so before I go home, so hopefully we get some more. But if we don't, I guess that'll do it for the day. But anyway, if you don't mind, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you don't mind watching an ad or two, that'd pays for some gas, and I appreciate the support, but we'll see what happens here and if we get another one or not.